Now in sports, the Gator softball team is back in action tonight at Katy Seashoal Presley Stadium.
WUFT sports anchor Lauren Cavasinni is here to tell us more.
Florida softball is looking for a win tonight against in-state rival Florida State. The Gators are coming off an SEC series sweep against Mississippi State last weekend. I'll tell you more about the UF-FSU matchup. Don't go anywhere. Sports is coming up next. Welcome back to sports. I'm Lauren Cavasinni. Former Florida Gator Antonio Callaway is making headlines once again. According to multiple reports, Callaway tested positive for marijuana during the mandatory drug test at the NFL Combine. This incident adds to his already lengthy off-the-field list of concerns. Last season, Callaway was among the 9 Gator football players investigated for felony credit card fraud. Due to this misstep, Callaway, who was once considered a top draft pick, could possibly be dropped from many NFL teams' draft boards. The first round of the NFL draft takes place in Dallas tomorrow night. Swinging into softball, the 5th-ranked Gators are set to host number 8 Florida State in the final game of this in-state showdown. Florida comes into this midweek matchup on a 7-game win streak, and FSU has won 5 out of their last 6 games. The last game these two teams met, the Seminoles came out on top with a score of 4-1. The Gators currently have a 41-7 overall record, while Florida State is 39-8. First pitch is set for 6. Meanwhile, top-ranked Gator baseball team suffered a midweek loss to unranked Mercer last night 6-4. Gator head coach Kevin O'Sullivan says his team keeps missing opportunities to improve the way they play throughout the game.
It's the second game in a row we haven't made very good adjustments in the middle of the game. I mean, throwing fastballs away to the left-handers, and I think the last about the game kind of tells you, our approach was off, because he was pitching on one side of the plate, and then right-handers he was throwing fastballs in and occasional sliders, and when the guy's going good like that, basically you got to pick one or the other and not miss your pitch.
The Gators took an early 4-1 lead in the bottom of the first, which included Will Dalton's 16th home run of the season. But Florida just couldn't keep up with Mercer's bullpen, who pitched 8 straight shutout innings. The Gators look to bounce back from this loss against number 22 Auburn in a series that starts tomorrow. High school softball district tournaments continue, and there are a few local teams to look out for. Last night, Gainesville High School defeated Vanguard 4-0. It was a slow start for both teams until Gainesville's Olivia Hansen hit a double in the bottom of the third to score the first run of the game. The Hurricanes continued to hold off Vanguard for the rest of the game for the shutout. Up next, Gainesville hosts Columbia on Thursday. Meanwhile, a few other local teams are in action tonight. Buchholz is currently playing Eastridge, and Keystone Heights takes on Newberry at 7. Florida softball head coach Tim Walton isn't the only Walton leading his team in a big game today. WUFT sports reporter Sierra Clark is in the newsroom to tell us more about a Buchholz pitcher whose father is a big part of Gator softball's success.
Thanks, Lauren. The Buchholz Bobcats baseball team is at the top of the district standings. They continue their district play against North Marion today. Bobcats senior pitcher Brooks Walton is the son of head Florida softball coach Tim Walton, but he doesn't see being the son of a coach as pressure.
People know of Florida softball's successes, but might not know that Coach Walton's oldest son, Brooks, is a senior pitcher at Buchholz High School. Brooks looks up to his dad's leadership for inspiration, and as one of the 3 seniors on the team, he brings this leadership to help out his teammates.
Try to bring it out here onto our field and just try to use what he does and how he teaches, and just try to translate that into my game and how I help our team.
Buchholz baseball coach Ron Brooks says Brooks is a great leader because he's been around the game and is always willing to help others.
It's always fun, to be able to coach another coach's son. They're always going to know how to play the game. They're always going to be competitive. So it's always good when you're able to do that, or able to have another coach's son in the program, because again, they take coaching really well.
Coach Walton says he's never forced him to play baseball, but the influence of the game has always been there.
I threw Brooks wiffle balls since he was 1 year old. He couldn't even stand, and he had a little wiffle ball bat and hitting off a little tee in the in the front room. So I would assume that there was some influence there.
Brooks Walton is also a starter for the Bobcats basketball team. During basketball season, he would be on the court at 6 a.m. for practice, but still squeeze in some time for baseball practices. It's no question that sports are a big deal to the Walton family. However, Coach Walton says that the most important thing is to raise a person of character.
The coolest part about raising your kids is that you want to raise good kids. You just want the kids to be, good kids. Their athletic ability, their academic ability, all that's secondary to the person that you hope you raise.
Brooks won't go too far for college. He will go down the road to Santa Fe College and play for Coach Johnny Wiggs. The Santa Fe Saints are ranked 9th in the country amongst junior colleges and won their 3rd straight conference title in a row. Reporting live from the newsroom, Sierra Clark, WUFT Sports.